Hello, we're Cold Hard Cash. This band is a tribute to a legend, a man dressed in black. He came down the road with a Bible in his hand and a guitar on his back. He sang about the old and the poor and the beaten down, about prisoners and Indians and the day that flood came to town. They say he's gone now, but he's still around. And you'll know who I'm talking about when you hear this sound. He talked about the flag and the rising of the sun. He sang about the Lord when the day was done. He sang about Mom and Dad and how he built that Cadillac. He represented the poor. That was his reason for wearing black. They say he's gone now, but he's still around. And you'll know who I'm talking about when you hear this sound. He loved his country. He always stood for what was right, like a mighty eagle with his wings dressed in flight. He was one of the highwaymen coming through your radio. He's up there singing now and walking the streets of gold. We still miss him, even though we know he's gone. The sound must go on. Train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Freed me from this prison. If that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. I gave my woman half my money at the general store. I said, buy a little groceries and don't spend no more. But she paid $10 for a 10-cent hat. Bought some store-bought cat food for that mean-eyed cat. When I give her $10 more for a one-way ticket, she was mad as she could be. And I bet 10 more, if she ever left, she'd come crawling back to me. When I woke up next morning and I turned my head, there wasn't a cotton picking thing on her side of the bed. I found a little note where her head belonged. It said, Dear John, honey, baby, I'm long gone. When I heard the whistle blowing and those big wheels a-turning, I was scared as I could be. I put on my overalls and I headed for town. I'm gonna bring her back with me. Guts to call my mother-in-law. She said, I'll tell you where she is if you act right. She's working 4 to 12 at Truckers World tonight. When I walked in, she saw me and she took off her apron and she grabbed her going home hat. She bought a ticket with her tips. Now we're curled up on the sofa, me and her and that mean-eyed cat. Lucky Rabbit is so good to be back. We got a whole night full of Johnny Cash coming up for you. We're going to spend time on all 55 years of his music career. Right now we're going to jump into the 90s with something off of American Music Volume 1, a Soundgarden remake. They say if Johnny Cash covers your song, it's not yours anymore. I wonder how Chris Cornell felt about that when he did this song. You wired me awake and hit me with a hand of broken nails. You tied my lead and pulled my chain to watch my blood begin to boil. But I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. Too cold to start a fire, I'm burning diesel, burning dinosaur bones. I'll take a river down to Stillwater and ride a pack of dogs. I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. along the road, like God's eyes in my headlights. When the dogs are looking for their bones, and it's raining ice picks on your steel shores, I'm gonna break my rustic cage and run. 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 Thank you. All right, we're going to jump on down to the first song Johnny ever recorded in his career at Sun Records. The B-side of Hey Porter, Nothing to Cry About, though. Everybody knows where you go when the sun goes down. I think you only live to see the lights of town. I wasted my time when I would try. For when the lights had lost their glow, you'll cry. Soon your sugar daddies will all be gone. You'll wake up some cold day and find you're alone. You'll call for me, but I'm gonna tell you bye. When I turn around and walk away, you'll cry. You're gonna cry, and you'll cry alone. When everyone's forgotten and you're left on your own, you're gonna cry. I lie awake at night to wait till you come in. You stay a little while and then you're gone again. Every question that I ask, I get a lie. For every lie you tell, you're gonna cry. When your pickle gets old, no one will care for you. You'll come back to me for a little love that's due. I'll tell you no, and then you'll ask me why. When I remind you of all of this, you'll cry. You're gonna cry, and you'll want me then. It'll hurt when you think of the fool you've been. You're gonna cry. Once again, we're Cold Hard Cash, a tribute to the man in black, Johnny Cash himself. I can't think of a better way to celebrate Good Friday than to spread the gospel of Johnny Cash. We just released a 33-song album, streaming everywhere, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your music, you'll find our album. You can also find it at our merch stand over here. 33-song album right there, and if you get this CD here at our show tonight, you get a bonus single that I'll tell you about in a little while. We've got t-shirts as well. We got drinking cups. We've got personal paintings that I've done as well. I might sell my dentures by the end of the night if I need to, all right? Well, now, Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts. They were true as a blue, blue sky. He was a long-legged guitar picker with a wicked, wandering eye. But he was her man nearly all of the time. Well, Frankie packed up to leave her, but he promised he'd be back. He said he had a little picking to do a little farther down the track. He said, I'm your man, I wouldn't do you no wrong. Now Frankie curled up on the sofa, thinking about her man. Far away the couples were dancing to the music of his band. He was Frankie's man, he wasn't doing her wrong. Then in the front door walked a redhead. Johnny saw her right away. She came down by the bandstand to watch him while he played. He was Frankie's man, but she was far away. Thank you. He sang every song to the redhead. She smiled back at him. Then he went and sat at her table where the lights were low and dim. What Frankie didn't know wouldn't hurt her none. Then the redhead jumped up and slapped him. She slapped him a time or two. She said, I'm Frankie's sister, and I was checking up on you. If you're her man, you better treat her right. Treat her right, Michael, come on. Now the moral of this story is be good but carry a stick. Sometimes it looks like a guitar pick, or just can't tell what to pick. He was Frankie's man, and he still ain't done her wrong. What a beautiful day. We've had a little bit of rain, but that was a blessing. Sometimes it rains so much you might need to use your front door as a boat to float to the road. And you might say something like, how high's the water, mama? 2 feet high and rising. How high is the water, papa? She said it's 2 feet high and rising. Well, we can make it to the road in a homemade boat, 'cause that's the only thing that we got left that'll float. It's already over all the weeds and oats. 2 feet high and rising. How high is the water, mama? 3 feet high and rising. How high is the water, papa? She said it's 3 feet high and rising. Well, my hives are gone, I lost my bees. Chickens are sleeping in the willow trees. Cows in water up past their knees. 3 feet high and rising. How high's the water, mama? 4 feet high and rising. How high's the water, papa? She said it's 4 feet high and rising. Hey, come look through the window pane. The bus is coming, gonna take us to the train. Looks like we'll be blessed with a little more rain. 4 feet high and rising. How high is the water, mama? 5 feet high and rising. How high is the water, papa? She said it's 5 feet high and rising. Well, the rails are washed out north of town. We gotta head for higher ground. We can't come back until the water goes down. 5 feet high and rising. Well, it's 5 feet high and rising. Thank you. Yeah, so we mentioned the merch stand over here. We've also got some tip jars up here if you care to support your local musicians and help us from being so dang busted. My bills are all due and my babies need shoes, but I'm busted. Cotton is down to a quarter a pound and I'm busted. I got a cow that went dry and a hen that won't lay. to beg like a dog for a bone, but I'm busted. My brother said there ain't a thing I can do. My wife and my kids are all down with the flu, and I was just thinking of calling on you. I'm busted. Bust a bass line right here, James Elmo's throat. Michael. Lord, I'm no thief, but a man can go wrong when he's busted. The food that we canned last summer is gone and I'm busted. The fields are all bare and the cotton won't grow. Me and my family gotta pack up and go. Where I'll make a living, the Lord only knows, but I'm busted. Thank you. So this next song's a little bit dark. Now, when Johnny made his big comeback in the 90s when he got with American Records and Rick Rubin, he sat down on the couch at Rick's house, and Rick said, just play the first thing that came to mind. And Johnny pulled this song out. It ended up being the first song on his big comeback album, American Music Volume 1. A little song about taking out the trash, if you will. Delia's gone now. Delia, whoa, Delia, Delia all my life. If I hadn't shot poor Delia, I'd have had her for my wife. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. I went up to Memphis and I met Delia there. Found her in her parlor and I tied her to her chair. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. Low down and trifling, she was cold and mean. Kind of evil makes me want to grab my submachine. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. First time I shot her in the side. Hard to watch her suffer, but with the second shot she died. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. But jailer, oh jailer, jailer I can't sleep, 'cause all around my bedside I hear the patter of Delia's feet. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. So if your woman's devilish, you can let her run, or you can bring her down and do her like Delia got done. Delia's gone, one more round, Delia's gone. Delia's gone, one Thank you. Once again, we sure hope you're having a good Friday. We all pray in our own way. But if you don't have anyone or anywhere to go, you feel like you're alone, and you need to talk to the man upstairs, remember they got those hotlines, those 1-800 numbers you can pick up and dial your own personal Jesus.
Telephone, lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest, you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who's there. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers, someone to care. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
All right. Are we having fun yet? God bless Johnny Cash. Now, this song was quite a comical one, and his wife thought it was the lowest point in his career. June said, "You should have never done that song." Johnny purposely wanted to give people a good laugh. He hadn't done that in a little while, and so he wrote this song. This is The Chicken in Black.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, for 2 long years, my head hurt bad, so the doctor checked me and he shook his head. He said, "I'm sorry to tell you, but your body's outlived your brain." He said, "I know this doctor in New York, son. He'll fix you right up with a brand new one." So the head doctor met me when I stepped down off the train. He said, "We had this bank robber killed last night. His body's shot, but his brain's all right. I'll give you a transplant, boy, and you'll be okay." I got my new brain in and I was feeling great. I went right back to Nashville with no headache. But something strange happened when I walked in the bank one day. I said, stick 'em up, everybody, I'm robbing this place. Drop all of your money in my guitar case. Don't nobody move and don't nobody reach for that door. A lady said, why, you're Johnny Cash. I said, no ma'am, I'm the Manhattan Flash, and I am the best bank robber in New York. Well, the other night, Roy Haycuff called me. He said, John, I'd like for you to do the Opry. So I went out on the stage, but I couldn't sing. I got into half a verse of I Walk the Line, and then something snapped in this head of mine. I yelled, stick 'em up, give me your money, your watches, and rings. So I called New York and talked to that brain quack. I said, Doc, I've got to have my old brain back. He said, I'm sorry there, Mr. Cash, but I can't do that. He said, I put your brain in a chicken last Monday. He's singing your songs and making lots of money. And I got him signed to a 10-year recording contract. Now, friends, if you see me walking down the street, remember what you see ain't necessarily me. And if I try to hold you up, don't pay me no mind. But when you got $10 that you can blow, you ought to catch that Johnny Chicken show. He's doing fairs and concert dates all up and down the line. I said, stick 'em up, everybody, I'm robbing this place. Drop all of your money in my guitar case. Don't nobody move and don't nobody reach for that door. A lady said, why, you're Johnny Cash. I said, no ma'am, I'm the Manhattan Flash, and I am the best bank robber in New York. Well, I don't pay any income tax. You don't pay tax on money you steal. You ought to catch that Johnny Chicken show, Chicken in Black. Oh, Chicken in Black. Thanks a lot. We're going to take it down a notch right here. Lower the mood just for a moment. Johnny's got all kinds of good comedy songs, love songs. And he's got some outlaw songs. And he's got some dark stuff too you gotta think about sometimes. Here's one of them. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of angels' feet. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Now you may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go tell that midnight rider,
Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
Thank you. I should say, thanks a lot.
You're telling everyone in town that I don't treat you right. You even say I stay away and don't come home at night. I'm losing you, and you are all I've got. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It seems you like to hurt me, and you know I'm good to you. I'd give you anything I own, do anything you want me to. And now you've really got me on the spot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Still I would forgive you if you'd let me. I'd be glad if we could try again. But it seems that you're just out to get me. And it looks as if you're just about to win. No matter what you do, I always will love you. And you will never know how it hurts to see you go. And for calling me those things you know I'm not. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. No matter what you do, I always will love you. And you will never know how it hurts to see you go. And for calling me those things you know I'm not. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. No, for real, thank you. Thanks a lot. So we mentioned we had a CD for sale over here. We've got 33 songs on it. It was supposed to be 34 songs on it. And the publishing company kicked back the album and they red flagged one of the songs. Said you're not allowed to sample other people's music in your recording. So the producer got involved and he assured them that everything was recorded in studio. They came back and said, you clearly sampled Johnny Cash's voice in A Boy Named Sue from Live in San Quentin. I assure you folks, we did not sample any of his music, so we took it as a very good compliment. Anyway, we had to take the song off the album for them to let us push it through so that you all could be able to download it. But we do have that single available. We printed it out ourselves, and we've got a physical copy for it. If you get the album here at the show, you get the single. And you decide if this is live or Memorex or whatever you call it. This is A Boy Named Sue. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, but he didn't leave much to Ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid. But the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks, and it seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen, and I roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that'd give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July. I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. In an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing studs, sat the dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue. Now I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent, gray and old. I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Then I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud, the blood, and the beer. Now I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first, and he stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile, and he said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped make you strong. Yeah. He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight. I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm that son of a that named you Sue." Well, what could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up, threw down my gun, called him my paw, and he called me a son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any dang thing but Sue. I still hate that name, man. Man. Y'all see me lip syncing on that song? Boy named Sue. Thank you so much. Hey, can we get the girls, the ladies in black, come on up here. Tammy Hickman, ladies and gentlemen. Olivia Jean, y'all. So, we've done some of his comedy now. We've done some of Johnny's love songs. You know, Johnny was also a man of faith, and he wrote a lot of great gospel songs, re-recorded a lot of great gospel songs. So we'd like to do one of them now there for you. Can we take you to church on a Friday night, Lucky Rabbit? All right. Now, let's make this clear. Now, when I say take you to church, what I mean is we're going to pass around a collection plate for the band. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is Peace in the Valley. Oh, well, I'm tired and so weary, but I must go alone till the Lord comes and calls me away. Oh, yes, and the morning's so bright, and the Lamb is the light, and the night is as black as the sea. Oh, yeah, there will be peace
no trouble I see. There'll be peace in the valley for me. The bear will be gentle, and the wolf will be tamed, and the lion shall lay down with the lamb. Oh, yes, he will. And the beast from the wild will be led by a little child, and I will be changed from this creature that I am. And there'll be peace in the valley for me someday. Peace in the valley for me. Dear Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There'll be peace in the valley for me. Some sweet, sweet day.
Thank you. So, right around 2016, Johnny Cash's son, John Carter Cash, was going through some of his old boxes, and he found a recording of an album that Johnny did back in 1983 that just sat on the shelf. It was never released, and it took him about a year, but he went ahead and released that album. It was fantastic, and it's out now. You can get it. It's called Among the Stars, and I just love that album. We're going to do a song off of that. She Used to Love Me a Lot. Written by David Allan Coe.
I saw her through the window today. She was sitting in the Silver Spoon Cafe. I started to keep going, but something made me stop. She used to love me a lot. She looked lonely, and I knew the cure. Oh, memories would wet her heart for sure. I thought I'd walk on in and I'd give it my best shot. She used to love me a lot. I sat down beside her and she smiled. She said, "Where have you been? It's been a while." She was glad to see me. I could almost read her thoughts. She used to love me a lot. She used to love me with a love that wouldn't die. Looking at her now, I can't believe I said goodbye. It would only take a minute to turn back the clock. She used to love me a lot. I remember how good it was back then. And I said it's not too late to start again. We could spend the night together, take up where we left off. She used to love me a lot. Then I panicked as she turned to walk away. As she went out the door, I heard her say, Yes, I'm in need of something, but something you ain't got. But I used to love you a lot. I thought she loved me with a love that wouldn't die. Looking at her now, I can't believe she said goodbye. She just left me standing there, I've never been so shocked. She used to love me a lot. She used to love me a lot. She used to love me a lot. She used to love me a lot.
Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Everybody got something to drink? Here's one for Johnny. She might need some money to get something to drink. I had a Red Bull earlier. They say Red Bull gives you wings. I'm still waiting for them to sprout. Maybe the vest is keeping them in. They say if you go to heaven, you get your wings, right? But if you go to jail, you get your stripes.
On a Monday, I was arrested. On a Tuesday, they locked me up in jail.
Oh boy.
On a Wednesday, my trial was attested. On a Thursday, they said guilty and the judge's gavel fell. I got stripes.
Stripes around my shoulder.
I got chains.
Chains around my feet.
I got stripes.
Stripes around my shoulder.
And them chains, they're out to drag me down. On a Monday, got my striped breeches. On a Tuesday, got my ball and chain.
Oh boy.
On a Wednesday, I'm working digging ditches. On a Thursday, Lord, I beg them not to knock me down again. I got stripes.
Stripes around my shoulder.
I got chains.
Chains around my feet.
I got stripes.
Stripes around my shoulder.
And them chains, they're about to drag me down. On a Monday, my mama come to see me. On a Tuesday, they caught me with her file.
Oh boy.
On a Wednesday, I'm down in solitary. On a Thursday, Lord, I start on bread and water for a while. I got stripes.
Stripes around my shoulder.
I got chains.
Chains around my feet.
I got stripes.
Stripes around my shoulder.
And them chains, they're about to drag me down.
Thank you. Another love song, yeah. Okay. Let's do another love song. Something with a lot of hair in it.
I know that you're wondering who I dream about, and if I've met someone who thrills me so. Well, I finally met a girl who turns me inside out. I'll tell you about her, for you ought to know. You comb her hair every morning and make sure she dresses just right. You comb her hair every morning and put her to bed I can hardly speak. I stammer and I act just like a fool. And just to hold her hand in mine makes me feel weak. You know her, honey, don't you know it's you? You comb her hair every morning and make sure she dresses just right. You comb her hair every morning and put her to bed every night.
Isn't that sweet? Here's a real sweet one for you. Well, now, sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Honey in the morning, honey in the evening, honey at supper time. Be my little honey and love me all the time. Put your arms around me, swear by stars above, you'll be mine forever in a heaven of love. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Now sugar time is any time that you're near, 'cause you're so dear. Now don't you roam, just be my honeycomb and live in a heaven of love. Well, sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time. Be my little sugar and love me all the time. Honey in the morning, honey in the evening, honey at supper time. Be my little honey and love me all the time. Lucky Rabbit, thank you. It sure is good to be up here with y'all again. Now, is anybody here from Dallas? You got Dallas in the house? All right, this one's gonna be for you. You see, I'm from the south side of North Austin, so I know a little bit about what goes on there in the backside of Dallas. On the backside of Dallas, in a dingy bar on a worn-out stool, she sits, and her trembling hand fondles for another king-size filtered cigarette. She blows a puff of smoke and settles back and looks across the light blue haze. And on the backside of Dallas, her mind goes drifting back to other days. Meet me in Dallas on June the 23rd, his letter read. On a greyhound of this big town, she came to be with him, just like it said. Then suddenly he left her for reasons that she still don't understand. And on the backside of Dallas, a girl must earn her way as best she can. It's a long way to Dallas for a small town girl from the middle of Tennessee. And the
10th grade education won't get you no kind of job here in Big T. Hunger pains and prides are things that just don't go hand in hand for long. And on the backside of Dallas, a hungry small town girl can find a home. On the backside of Dallas, nervously she takes another pill. On the backside of Dallas, tonight like every night she drinks her fill. She pays the man behind the bar and leaves a change for a $20 bill. Can you break a 20 for me, Michael Ray? Feeling lonesome and you want to find someone who feels the same, she's on the backside of Dallas where every taxi driver knows her name. She's on the backside of Dallas where every Uber driver knows her name. She's on the backside of Dallas where every Lyft driver knows her name. Yeah. She's on the backside of Dallas where every taxi driver knows her name.
Yeah, we know what goes on the backside of Dallas. Let's not go to Dallas tonight. Y'all stay with us here in Austin for a while, you Dallas people. Because we're going to Jackson. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. I'm going to mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
We'll go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your head. Go play your hand, you big talking man, and make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go to Jackson. Go comb your hair.
Well, I just might grow some in Jackson.
See if I can.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow.
Ha!
All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose of my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. But they'll laugh at you in Jackson.
Olivia Jean, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
You ever go on those dating sites, Olivia? I hope not.
No.
They're terrible. I hear they're terrible. You might be on a date with someone the first time. Maybe it's the second time because the first one went okay. And they start looking at you like you are the one. And you're looking back at them like, I am definitely not the one. You just got to look them in the eye. Make sure you got their attention. Let me know if this works out for any of you, but I'm pretty sure that it will. You just got to look them in the eye, maybe even hold their hand for a minute, get their attention, and you just try to tell them, it ain't me, babe.
Go away from my window. Leave at your own chosen speed. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone who's never weak, but always strong, to protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door, but it ain't me, babe. Now, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go lightly from the ledge, babe. Go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'll only let you down. You say you're looking for someone who'll promise never to part. Someone to close his eyes for you. Someone to close his heart. Someone to die for you and more, but it ain't me, babe. Now, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. You say you're looking for someone to pick you up each time you fall, to gather flowers constantly, and to come each time you call, and we'll love you for your life and nothing more, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe.
Thank you. Let's do another one. Don't worry, Tammy's coming back. We're going to have some fun with Olivia for a little bit. This is a new one we just added to our set list. We sure hope you like it. If I were a carpenter and you were a lady, would you marry me anyway? Would you have my baby?
You were a carpenter and I were a lady. I'd marry you anyway. I'd have your baby.
If a tinker was my trade, would I still find you?
I'd be carrying the pots you made, following behind you.
Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. I gave you my loneliness, give me your tomorrow.
If I were a miller and a meal wheel grinding, would you miss your colored blouse and your soft shoes shining?
If you were a miller and a mill wheel grinding, I'd not miss my colored blouse and my soft shoes shining.
Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. I gave you my onlyness, give me your tomorrow. If I worked my hands in wood, would you still love me?
I'd answer you, yes I would.
And would you not be above me? If you were a carpenter and I were a lady,
What?
just go with it.
I guess I'd have your baby.
That's right. Save your love through loneliness, save your love through sorrow. I gave you my onlyness, give me your tomorrow. Olivia Jean.
Thank you.
Let's get Tammy Hickman back up here. Come on up here, Tammy. Time's a wasting. Spoiler alert, right? Right? Anybody get that one? I got it.
How's this go? Oh, just kidding. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I've got arms.
And I've got arms.
Let's get together and use those arms.
Let's go.
Time's a wasting. Well, I've got lips.
And I've got lips.
Let's get together and use those lips.
Let's go.
Time's a wasting.
Well, a cake's no good if you don't mix the batter and bake it.
And love's just a bubble if you don't take the trouble to make it. So if you're free to go with me, I'll take it quicker than 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Time's a wasting. Well, I've got blues.
And I've got blues.
Let's get acquainted and lose those blues.
Let's go.
Time's a wasting. Well, I've got feet.
And I've got feet.
Let's start to walk where the lovers meet.
Let's go.
Time's a wasting.
Well, you got me feeling love like I never have felt it.
You're full of sugar and I think I'm the butter to melt it. Well, I've got schemes and you got schemes. Let's get together and dream some dreams.
Let's go.
Time's a wasting. Tammy Hickman, ladies and gentlemen. All right, before we do this next song, you know, sometimes you understand there's a song that could never be written today, but we still like them. And I personally am a huge fan of a strong woman that speaks her mind and points out the truth when she sees it. I married a woman like that, so I can prove that that's the kind of person I am. So, folks, this is just a song. These are just some lyrics. I didn't write them, but I love singing them. How about starting this off here? Long-legged guitar picking man. Well, I'm gonna
Well, we can work this out.
Yes, ma'am, I think we can. Well, I stole a whole diamond, hoping it might shut your mouth.
But how am I gonna wear it if I gotta hide it out?
Oh, you big mouth woman.
You long-legged guitar picking man.
Well, we can work this out. Oh, yes, ma'am, I think we can. Work something out for us, Michael. You a first-class ticket on a luxury liner cruise.
Got out in that ocean, looked around, and there was you.
Oh, you big mouth woman.
You long-legged guitar picking man.
Well, we can work this out. Oh, yes, ma'am, I think we can. Well, I bought you a big, long limousine.
But I don't want no car. Gave my love and everything.
But you still what you are. You're just a big mouth woman.
You long-legged guitar picking man. Well, we can work this out.
Yes, ma'am, I think we can. I just love that pretty voice of yours, Tammy.
Oh, you're just a guitar picking man.
There's a long picking man picking for you,
So
y'all.
here's, oh boy, get along, guitar picking.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Tammy Hickman, ladies and gentlemen. I am such a fan of this woman, both of these women. They're just amazing. Warms my heart to have them up here with us. And to have y'all here with us tonight, too. Let's see if you guys know this one.
Sing it with us, if you do know it. I touch nothing.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, that ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher.
Folks, we're going to do one more and take a quick break. I promise we'll be right back after this song, and we're here until 10 o'clock tonight. We're playing Johnny Cash music all night for you folks. Please stick around and have some more fun with us. One more. Now I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad, but there's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just four people, that's all we were, trying to make a living out of blackland dirt. But we'd get together in a family circle, singing loud. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother, we joined right in there.
singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, and it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. No, the circle won't be broken. By and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass.
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother, we joined right in there.
In the sky, Lord, in the sky. Now I remember after work, Mama would call in all of us. You could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother is done gone home, but I'll rejoin him in a song. We'll be together again up yonder in a little while. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother, we joined right in there.
'cause singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, and it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh no, the circle won't be broken. By and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass.
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother, we joined right in there.
In the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Daddy sang bass.
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother, we joined right in there.
In the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the We'll be right back, Lucky Rabbit. We're here till 10 o'clock tonight. Please stick around for more Johnny Cash music. Okay, we're back up here at 9:10.
Okay.
We're back up here at 9:10. All right, we're Cold Hard Cash. As promised, we're back to play some more Johnny Cash music for you. We'll be here till 10 o'clock tonight. Oh, happy Good Friday to everybody. If you're just getting here, we're a tribute to the Man in Black. We're from Austin, Texas. And here we go.
An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the rugged skies and up the cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard the mournful cry, Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi-yay. Faces gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've gotta ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire, as the ride on hear their cry. As the riders walked on by him, he heard one call his name. If you wanna save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways today, or with us you will ride. Should you catch the devil's herd across these endless skies? Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi-yay. Those riders in the sky. Those riders in the sky. Those riders in the
Ghost Riders in the Sky. Like I said, we are a tribute to the Man in Black. We play all Johnny Cash songs, all Johnny, all day, every day. This next one's a Waylon song. But Johnny Cash was on it, so it counts, right?
Your sister's still on the phone. Met Mama's in the kitchen, cooking fried chicken. wishing that I hadn't done wrong.
Yeah, that's all right there, Mama. Everything's going to be all right. They're teaching us a lot of things in here, Mama. Good things, Mama. Things like there ain't no good in an evil-hearted woman, and I ain't cut out to be no Jesse James. And you don't go riding high checks down in Mississippi, and there ain't no good chain gang. Yesterday's mail, wishing that the hay was all pale. I bet he's wishing we could go fishing. Here I am laying in jail. Well, that's all right though, Papa. Everything's going to be all right. They're teaching us a lesson today, Papa. We've already learned a lot of good things in here already, Papa. Things like there ain't no good in an evil-hearted woman, and I ain't cut out to be no Jesse James. And you don't go riding high checks down in Mississippi, and there ain't no good chain gang. Take it, Michael.
Down in Mississippi, and there ain't no good chain gang.
No, there ain't no good chain
All right. Are we still here? Are we still having fun? A little song about a car, this one. Well, I left Kentucky back in '49. I went to Detroit working on assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch those beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. Well, one day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Now, getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. I'd have me a car worth at least $100 grand. I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I have the only one there is around. So the very first day when I punched in with my big lunchbox, a little help from my friend, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gear. Thinks I did myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. First day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine and a trunk. Then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. The little things I could fit in my big lunchbox, like nuts, bolts, and all four shocks. The big stuff we snuck out in my buddy's mobile home. Well, up to now, my plan went all right, till we tried to put it all together one night. And that's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53, and the motor turned out to be a 73. And when we tried to put in the bolts, all the holes were gone. But we drilled it out so that it would fit with a little bit of help from an adapter kit. We had that engine running just like a song. Now the headlights, there was another side. We had two on the left and one on the right. But when we pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, well, that's when we noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts. But she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we headed her right on down Main Drag, went downtown just to get the tags. I could hear everybody laughing from blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, because to type it up, it took the whole staff. And when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth and the Psychobilly Cadillac, come on. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth, and negatory on the cost of this machine here. You could say I walked up to the factory and picked it up. It's cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 automobile. And I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Give it up for our ladies in black, Miss Olivia Jean and Miss Tammy Hickman. We're going to pull out a new song for you folks on this special night. Back in '93, Rick Rubin asked Glenn Danzig if you know who that is. If he knew who Johnny Cash was. Glenn said, "Of course I do. I've been a fan of him since I was a child." So he went up to Johnny's ranch and he wrote this song inside of 20 or 30 minutes. And he said that he wrote this song with Johnny in mind because of all the bad luck that he had had in his career and all the bad times that seemed to follow him. We hope you enjoy this one. This is 13. Bad luck wind been blowing at my back. I was born to bring trouble to wherever I'm at. Got the number 13 tattooed on my neck. When the ink starts to itch, then the black will turn to red. I was born in the soul of misery. Never had me a name. They just gave me the number when I was young. Gonna find me a preacher man confessing all I've done. Or you can catch me with the devil playing 21. Bad luck, wind been blowing at my back. I pray you don't look at me, I pray I don't look back. I was born in the soul of misery. Never
me a name. They just gave me the number when I was young. Got a long line of heartache, I carry it well. The list of lives I've broken reach from here to hell. Bad luck, wind been blowing at my back. I was born to bring trouble to wherever I'm at. I was born in the soul of misery. Never had me a name. They just gave me the number when I was young. I was born in the soul of misery. Never had me a name. They just gave me the number when I was young. They just gave me the number when I was young.
Thank you. Boy, that's a dark one, huh? Let's lighten the mood a little bit. This is another new one that we've been doing. Well, we haven't been doing it. This is our first time, so we're breaking this one in on you guys. Hope we don't look like a bunch of losers. Well, I lost my job and I lost my honey. I turned my back and I lost my money. Lord, I guess I'm just the losing kind. I lost my license cause I drove too fast. Got in a game and I lost my cash. Lord, I guess I'm just the losing kind. Someday the cops are gonna come around and turn me over to the lost and found. I'm sitting on my porch the other day and watched a finance man drive my car away. Too proud to crawl and I'm too weak to run. I'd shoot myself but I lost my gun. Lord, I guess I'm just the losing kind. Well, if it was a raining dollar bills and I was up on the highest hill, the clouds would break and I know the sun would shine. The only way that I can win is pick a fight and bet on him. Lord, I guess I'm just the losing kind. Someday the cops are gonna come around and turn me over to the lost and found. I just got a text from a baby of mine. She's in Las Vegas and she likes it fine. I'm too proud to crawl and I'm too weak to run. I shoot myself but I lost my gun. Lord, I guess I'm just the losing kind. Hey, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones. Put taps on your toes and you're gone, get a rhythm. When you get the blues,
little shoeshine boy never gets slowed down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town, bending low at the people's feet on a windy corner of a dirty street. When I asked him, will he shine my shoes, how'd he keep from getting the blues? He grinned as he raised his little head, he popped a shoeshine rag in, and he said, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, jumping rhythm makes you feel so fine. It'll shake all your troubles from your worried mind. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones. Put taps on your toes and a kick on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues. Well, I sat and listened to the shoeshine boy, and I thought I was gonna jump for joy. He slapped on his shoe polish left and right, and popped the shoeshine rag, and he held it tight. He stopped once to wipe his sweat away. I said, you're mighty little boy to be a working that away. He said, I like it with a big wide grin. Kept on a popping and he'd say it again, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, it only costs a dime, just a nickel a shoe. It does $1 million with it good for you. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues. All right, we're going to dedicate this one to Willie, the last standing of the Highwaymen. We got Highwaymen fans out here? All right. Once again, we're Cold Hard Cash. You can find us on Facebook also, folks. Come and be our friend. We'd love to be your friend. And you can find out where we're playing next. We might even be coming back here. Who knows? If they like us, maybe they'll have us back. Maybe you could put something in the suggestion box or something. I was a highwayman, along the coach roads I did ride, sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25. I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide. With the sea I did abide. I sailed a scorn around the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft to furl the wind sails in a blow. And when the yards broke off, they said that I got killed. I am living still. I was a dam builder, and the river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder Road in wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that great tomb that knows no sound. I am still around. I'll always be around and around and around and around and around and around and around. I'll fly starship, cross the universe divide, And when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again. Or I may simply be a single drop of rain. But I will remain. I'll be back again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
Thank you. Make sure y'all are drinking responsibly tonight. I see a lot of people having a lot of fun, and I love that. But be real careful when you're getting out of here, folks. You get pulled over, you better make sure you're able to walk the line.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tide that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness, I know, proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try and turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tide that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Thank you. I posted this earlier on Facebook. I really can't think of a better way to spend Good Friday than spreading the gospel of Johnny Cash. Ooh, the request lines are open. We have a suggestion box for requested songs, by the way. It's right up here. It looks like a tip jar. It's really a suggestion box.
some people who say we cannot tell whether we are saved or whether all is well. They say we only can hope and trust that it is so. I was there when it happened, so I guess I ought to know. Yes, I know when Jesus saved me,
Saved my soul,
the very moment he forgave me,
made me whole.
he took away my heavy burden. Lord, he gave me peace within.
Peace within.
Satan can't make me doubt it.
I won't doubt
It's
it.
real and I'm gonna shout it.
I'm gonna shout it.
I was there when it happened, and so I guess I ought to know. I don't care who tells me salvation is not real, though the world may argue that we cannot feel the heavy burdens lifted and the vile sins go. I was there when it happened, and so I guess I ought to know. Yes, I know when Jesus saved me,
Saved my
the
soul,
very moment he forgave me,
made me whole.
he took away my heavy burden. Lord, he gave me peace within. Satan can't make me doubt it.
I won't doubt
It's
it.
real and I'm gonna shout it.
I'm gonna shout it.
I was there when it happened, and so I guess I ought to know. We've got some special announcements about to happen, folks. So many wonderful things are going on in the world. I know we see a lot of negativity out there, and that's unfortunate that that's real as well. But we like to celebrate the good stuff and talk about the good stuff and spread the good news. We've got some good news to share with you pretty soon here, folks, in just another song or two. Maybe right after this song. Every time I look at you, I fall in love
Fire,
all over again.
fire, fire,
Every time I think of you, it all begins
fire,
all over again.
fire, fire.
One little dream at night and I can dream all day. It only takes some memory to thrill me. One little kiss from you and I just fly away. Pour me out your love until you fill me. I wanna fall in love beginning from the start, all over again. Show me how you stole away my heart, all over again. One little dream at night and I can dream all day. It only takes some memory to thrill me. One little kiss from you and I just fly away. Pour me out your love until you fill me. I wanna fall in love beginning from the start, all over again. Show me how you stole away my heart, all over again, all over again, all
Where's Faith and Jack? Faith and Zach. Oh, it's a Z. Zach and Faith. My goodness, y'all. Congratulations. These folks are engaged. There's going to be a wedding, folks. I wonder who the band is going to be that plays at their wedding. Folks, this is just wonderful news when you find that person. Sometimes you're not even looking and you find them. That's the best way it could possibly happen. Whatever your story is, I'm sure it's beautiful. And I sure do wish y'all a happy, happy life together. A nice, long, beautiful one. It's a wonderful life if you live it right and you share it with somebody that understands you. Congratulations to Faith and Zach, y'all. Come on, one more time. Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, and I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky, and the tears that I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it tore me up every time I heard her drawl, her southern drawl. Then I heard my dream went back downstream, cavorting in Davenport, and I followed you, big river, when you called. Oh, when you called. Then you took me to St. Louis, later on down the river. A freighter said she's been here, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. I found her trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. She raised a few eyebrows and then she went on down low. Now won't you bite it down by Baton Rouge, a river queen rolling on. Take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on, I've had enough. Dump my blues down in the Gulf. She loves you, big river, more than me. Now I taught the weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. And I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears that I cried for that woman are gonna flood you, big river. And I'm gonna sit right here until I die. We got time for just a couple of more, folks. We've been working on this one for a little while. We're going to play this for you, and then we're going to take you out with a very special song that we've written just for, you know, we're from Austin, so we're going to share a little piece of Austin with you after this song. See if y'all remember this one. In a little cabaret in a South Texas border town sat a boy and his guitar, and the people came from all around, and all the girls from there to Austin were slipping away from home and putting jewelry in a hock to take a trip to go and listen to the little dark-haired boy that played the Tennessee flat-top box that he would play.
Well, he couldn't ride a wrangle, and he never cared to make a dime, but give him his guitar, and he'd be happy all the time. And all the girls from 9 to 90 were snapping fingers, tapping toes, and begging him don't stop, and hypnotized and fascinated by the little dark-haired boy that played a Tennessee flat-top box, and he would play. Then one day he was gone, and no one ever saw him around. He vanished like the breeze, and they forgot him in that little town. But all the girls still dreamed about him and hung around the cabaret until the doors were locked. And then one day on the hit parade was the little dark-haired boy that played a Tennessee flat-top box, and he would play. Lucky Rabbit, thank you so much. We got one more song. This is a really special song for us. We hope it's special for you. So we recorded this song back in, the winter of 24. And we recorded it way back in the spring of 25. And we made a video for this song. It's a really cool, funny video. We highly suggest you go on YouTube, check out our channel. Maybe subscribe while you're there. You know what? Not maybe. Subscribe while you're there. Help us look like tough guys, right? This is I've Been Everywhere, ATX. I was toting my pack along the dusty Waxahachie Road when along came a semi with a hind canvas covered load. If you're going to Austin, Texas, Mac, with me you can ride. So I climbed into the cabin and I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand, and I said, listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts there, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Cat Hollow, Cedar Park, Food Truck, Trailer Park, Steamboat, Cotton Club, Anderson, Millbuck, Moonshine, Mighty Fine, County Line, City Zoo, Water Tank, Copper Tank, City Bank, North Loop, Planet K, Circle K, HEB, Guadalupe, Rock House, Alcove, Moody Center, I'm a Giller. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts, bare man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Alamo, Draft House, Movie House, Eatery, Paramount Theater, Oakwood Cemetery, Penthouse, Perfect 10 Show, Palace and Rick's, Red Rose, Yellow Rose, Sugars in Atlanta Strip, Emo's Back Room, Green Hall, Whiskey Cake, North Cross Mall, Lady Bird Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts, bare man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Buck's backyard, north and south of Mars, Shooters on 620, Dell, Diamond, Kalahari, Antone's, Hanover's, Waterloo, Ice House, Oasis, Hippie Hollow, Steiner Ranch Steakhouse, Foxhole, Kirby Lane, Tavern on Palmer Lane, Amy's Ice Cream, you see what I mean? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts, bare man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Doc's Drive-In, Franklin Stubbs, Saxon Pub, and the Continental Club. Home Slice Pizza, Bullock Museum, Broken Spoke, and the Flamingo Cantina. Torchy's Tacos, Baby Acapulco's, Salt Lick, Nutty Brown Joe's Coffee. What a pity, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, bare man. I breathe the mountain air, man. The travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. And I've been to the Lucky Rabbit too, y'all. We were here one more time before, and we hope to come back. I want to say thank you again to y'all and to our ladies in black from Westminster, Maryland, Olivia Jean right here. Yeah, give it up. From Beaumont, Texas, Tammy Hickman. And this guy is so enormous. It takes 2 towns to be from. From Bryan and Huntsville, give it up for Mr. James Elmo Sproat on bass. James Elmo Sproat on that bass guitar, y'all. On the drums, from Pasadena, Texas, give it up for Troy Wayne Rios. Troy Wayne Rios on the drums, y'all. From San Diego, California, on harmonica, piano, and all backing vocals, give it up for Randall Lee Rhodes. Randall Lee Rhodes, tickling the ivories for you. From Syracuse, New York, my right-hand man on guitar, give it up for Michael Noter Thomas, y'all, come on. Michael Noter Thomas on guitar. I'm Keith Michael Cantrell from Vallejo, California, and we are Cold Hard Cash, y'all. I've been everywhere. Thank you, Lucky Rabbit. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much. God bless.